You may have seen this weapon before, but have you ever tried using it with a build that unlocks its true potential? And yes, this weapon absolutely melts bosses. But first, where do we get it? We get it from this boss, Elemer of the Briar in the Shaded Castle in the Altus Plateau. A proper build for this weapon is a strength and arcane build. And if you do some proper setup before the boss, then you can even kill Malenia in 3 hits. Yes, 3. The boss, where I and many struggled for hours, can be killed with only 3 uses of the Ash of War. Even Fire Giant, the boss with the most HP of all the bosses in the game, gets absolutely mangled by this weapon. Radagon, Godfrey, and Gideon all get destroyed. Without its Ash of War, this weapon is still quite good and somewhat powerful. I, along with many others, judged this weapon too harshly because this weapon requires a specific build to shine. The build I used had 45 strength and 60 arcane. Those are the main 2 stats that you want to level up. Now for the talismans, these are the most important. The most important talismans for this build are the successive attack damage boost talismans, those being Winged Sword Insignia and Millicent's Prosthesis. You also want the Red Feathered Branch Sword for that damage buff. And for the last talisman you could use either Shard of Alexander or Godfrey Icon. In my testing I didn't find a good difference between the 2, so either is good. For the physic you want to use the Magic Shrouding Tear because the weapon does some magic damage. And for the other slot you should use the Thorny Crack Tear because it also increases successive attack damage. And before entering a boss I would use a Bloody Slash on a random weapon and Seppuku twice on another weapon to activate the Red Feathered Branch Sword. Then I would drink the physic, and that's it. Okay, so by now you have seen exactly how powerful this weapon is. So why doesn't no one ever use it? Well, it's because most of the time when people think of an arcane build, they think of bleed weapons, like the Rivers of Blood. Rest in peace, you will not be forgiven. There also aren't a lot of strength arcane weapons in the game to warrant a build only dedicated for them. It is a bit sad because not a lot of people get to experience this weapon properly. Anyways, do subscribe because a lot of you are not subscribed. Also, if you want to know why this weapon is garbage, then watch this video on screen right now. Bye!